Hi guys, it's me Tafo again on your screens. I know I said I was going to be consistent in posting and then here I am, but that's what some my internship does. So anyway, hi. Today I want to make a video concerning a lot of the questions I've been getting because I've started realizing that a lot of people that follow me already have their LLBs. So from either Ghana, Nigeria, like most African countries, they already have their law degrees and they're worried about coming to law school all over again, having to go through the LSAT process, which is difficult all over again. And I want to address that and put your minds at ease. So if you're interested in this, do not forget to like the video, comment, subscribe to my channel, share the video with your friends, and let's get started. Okay, so no, you do not have to take the LSAT again and come to law school all over again if you have your LLB from your country. This is what you need to do instead. Just apply with your law degree, with your transcript from law school. That's it. Apply straight. I have a lot of Nigerian friends and even some Ghanaian friends. I have 2 Ghanaian friends. Maybe 4 Ghanaian friends. We barely see each other. It's a huge school. So who have their degrees from Ghana, so they just came here for their LLMs. They didn't come for their JD. Coming here for JD is like having to go to law school all over again. But you don't have to do that. LLM is, I think, a year, so you can just apply to do your LLM over here. And after that, you can write the bar. If you pass, you can practice. However, there are certain disadvantages that I want to take you through. Well, let me start with the advantage. So my friends doing the LLM over here, they got some scholarships. Even though they didn't take the LSAT, they just applied with their law school degrees. They were able to get some scholarships. Not full scholarships though, but some scholarships. And remember that every school is different, so I'm speaking for my school. This is why when you're applying, please ask to speak with the dean of your law school, ask to talk to some international students, tell them like you would like to be put in contact with some international students to make inquiries about their experience in the school, and then ask these students so that you get to know what's happening. Okay, so let me continue from where I left off. So these are the disadvantages. Law firms over here, they tend to prefer you going to law school over here because you get to learn the law of this place, instead of learning the law somewhere and then just coming here to specialize in a few courses, if that makes sense. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's more difficult to get a job after school if you did your LLM than it would be if you did your JD. Now I had a friend, she's not my friend, sorry. So I have a friend who was doing her LLM. I was in 2L at that time. I'm going to my 3rd year in law school next sem, so yay. But I was in 2L, and this girl, she was from Nigeria. She already had her LLB, so she came here for her LLM. Nigerian. She was doing her LLM. When she finished, she realized the difficulty in getting a job. So this is what she did. She applied again for an accelerated JD program. JD is supposed to be 3 years, but she applied for an accelerated 2-year JD program. Some schools do that, so do your research. And then she's now in Iowa doing an accelerated JD program. And this year I think she told me she's in Texas. This summer, a law firm has gotten her in, so she's gotten a summer internship employment. Luckily, that means they are going to retain her after law school. So that's how much better it is as a JD student than as an LLM student. A lot of the LLM students I know, when they finish, they have to like do another course because getting a job is difficult, and then you might have to go back. So that's what I would say. Let me see, what else? This LLM thing is a little bit shaky. After that, I also know some LLM students who also went to the business school after the LLM. Like, it's just that much different. I don't think I can mention a single LLM student I know from Africa that is working in a law firm straight away. I don't know. Usually most of them had to go back and then do the JD. And then let's now talk about finances. So this is what I would say about finances. Living as an international student here is quite complicated in the sense, because you're an international student, you're not allowed to work the way you would see your classmates working and earning money. There are a lot of restrictions on me. So you're allowed to work 20 hours, a maximum of 20 hours a week on campus. So only on campus jobs, like maybe working in a Starbucks cafe or working in a campus office, if you find something like that, and it's only 20 hours a week. So you get something little, but life is hard, man. Life is hard. Sometimes it's really not enough. Yeah. So please have that in mind. Try to make sure your finances are good and you have a good scholarship when you're coming, please. Don't try to come here and then work and then, you know, violate your visa and then have to go back. And you know, Charlie. I know some people may need it, but please, I wouldn't tell you to do that. Don't do that. What else would I have to say about this? Okay, yeah, so this is what happens. JD is 3 years. Okay, so if you come here for your JD, it's 3 years. By your visa, you'll be given 4 years. This is why after the 3 years, you get 1 extra year for your OPT. Your OPT is finding a law firm to work with for 1 extra year. If you're lucky, they will want to sponsor your visa, so you get a work visa. Now, it costs money for the law firms to do this. So if you were a law firm and you had to hire international students and pay so much money to sponsor them for their work visa, why would you do that when you can simply hire an American student and not have to pay money to sponsor their visa? Do you understand the difficulty that comes with international students? So this is what happens. It's quite difficult to get a job as an international student in a law firm, and you have just 1 year. You have just 1 year after your entire school to be able to find this job that will be willing to sponsor you. Now, during school, for vacation, like this summer vacation is usually from like mid-May to mid-August. So maybe 3 months approximately. Let's say you're working for 2 months. If you're working for 2 months and you choose a job that will pay you, this is what will happen. If you're doing your summer internship, you can be paid. You're going to be paid like an actual lawyer. So there are law firms that will pay you that way, and that's not a problem. You can do that. But this is what some schools do. I know a school, and my friend in Missouri, my other friend in Chicago, they told me this is what happens. This is how their schools work. When you get paid for these 2 months, those 2 months are subtracted. Sorry. Those 2 months are subtracted. They're subtracted from the extra 1 year that you have to stay in America after law school to find work. You already have just 1 year. They subtracted 2 months. Imagine if you're working 3 months. They subtract. What the fuck? They subtract the 3 months that you have to work. So there are schools that work like that, which is what I'm saying. If you're applying to a school, please research the school. You don't even have to do a lot of, you know, typing, nothing. Just email the law schools. Tell them like you would like to talk to an administrator, a dean. You would like to be put in contact with some international students. They will give you the email contacts of these international students, you know, because the law schools want you to apply and come. So they will give them to you, and then you can schedule a Zoom call meeting, or simply ask them through email, like start asking them questions. What is life like in the school? How does their OPT work? Are they allowed to work for these hours? How does the payment go? Like, you know, ask them these important questions, because if you work for your summer internship, there are schools that will subtract, if you're getting paid, they will subtract the months that you're getting paid from your extra 1 year that you have to stay in the United States. And sometimes that's scary, because if you have like 8 months left to find a job that is willing to pay so much money to sponsor you for your visa, good luck. Sometimes it's scary. Not all schools do that though. I have a friend in Pennsylvania who's working with them for his summer internship, and he's getting paid. He still has his 1 year waiting for him. So not all schools do that. It is important for you to do your research and then get to know what you're getting into before you come here and get stuck. Okay, so please do not depend on me for like all the answers. Not all schools are the same, and there are over 100 schools here, so you can't, you know, sometimes I get emails like, this school, do they do this? I don't know. It's like I'm in Ghana, I'm in University of Ghana, and you text me asking me, Ashesi University, do they? I don't know. I can't answer that. Okay, I can only answer questions about my school. So please email them, put in the work, ask the deans, ask the international students of those schools, and get your answers and decide before you make the big step and come here. But once you come here, it is so worth it. The last time I made that video, I told you about this competition I was getting in. So I did get in. I'm in a law school journal. I'm so excited to get started. I'm also in the First Amendment clinic, which means I'm going to get my 711 license, which will allow me to practice law under the supervision of a professor. I'll be able to take cases and go to school. I'm so excited about that. I think law school is going great, and yeah, basically that is it. I will be making a video next week. If you have any questions, please put them under this video so that I can address them in the next video. All right, it was nice talking to you guys. I hope this was really helpful. Have a blessed day. Subscribe, guys, subscribe. Share the video with your friends. This is important information, and I will see you next week. Okay, stay blessed.